back to your normal selves on offense in the last game. Can you talk a little bit about your defense and why you think that has, teams are scoring so many points and still scoring from 3-point range against you?
Well, we don't have a. I don't have an answer for you for that question. We just have to just make a constant effort to get better in defense every day in practice. It's still a long season ahead of us. A lot of room for improvement. We just can't keep relying on our offense to keep winning us games because, like in Anaheim, when our offense wasn't really flowing like that, we ended up losing. So we have to make a constant effort in practice every day to keep getting better in defense, not giving up as many threes, transition points. And once we make a constant effort in doing that and getting better in practice, we'll be okay, I think.
Does this surprise you at all just because this program, you've been in it for 3 years now, hasn't had on this defense?
Not really. Doesn't really surprise me. This is a fairly young team. We have a lot of things to learn. I think they're doing a great job adjusting. I think it's just got to take it one day at a time. And just keep getting better. I mean, that's all we can really do. And I think we'll be fine once conference play comes.
Can Brandon and Trevon, can you speak to perimeter defense specifically and the things you're doing to get better in that area as a team?
Every day in practice we have a segment for about 15 minutes where, we split it into perimeter and big guys. And, we put emphasis on, guarding the perimeter, cutting off the baseline and stuff like that. And sometimes we'll go live one-on-one, two-on-two. So, we do them every day, but, when we look and see that our KenPom rankings on the defensive end is going down and coach keeps talking about how we need to, get better defensively, we just keep putting the emphasis on that. And then, after we get our segments with the guards and the big men, we'll go and combine both together and we'll go like 4-on-4. And then we'll just, it'll be another defensive drill for about 20 minutes. So we've been locking in, trying to put an emphasis on that so we can get better on that end.
Yeah, I like what Trey said. We do it over every practice. If we can just bring it all together and just, in the game and, just give the effort, then we'll be okay. If we just put in our mind that we just don't want the other team to score, we can do it. We can do anything. This team is special. So, we just have to go out there and really compete. And on the defense side, just how we want to score on offense, we got to put it in our mind like, defense, we're going to keep this team from scoring as many points.
You guys are so young, in a sense. Is the mental part of the defense much tougher than the physical side? Typically, college athletes are always giving 110%. Just trying to put everybody in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah.
Do you feel that every day coming together a little bit better?
Yeah, we're young, so the freshmen and myself is kind of like fast, but I just think every game we're getting really better on the defense side and getting everybody in the right positions because we go over it every day in practice. We just have to do it in the games, and I believe we're getting really better every day.
Think about it less, play more?
Yeah, basically.
You must enjoy offense this year. From the standpoint, transition, the outlet passes, the rebounding. I think it'd be a fun team to play on. Do you sense that when you're out there?
Yeah. I feel like it's more free. Everybody can just play. Everybody is non-selfish. We're not a selfish team. We pass to the open guy. So I think it's really fun to play with these guys.
Yeah, and to these guys' credit, this team, I've been here, this is my third year here, so in the past teams, we've always had, a person that we knew was going to score the ball every time. Last year it was either Justin Martin, Samaje Christian, or Matt Stainbrook. My freshman year is either Travis Taylor, Brad Redford, or Samaje. You know what I'm saying? So this year I feel like we have so many offensive threats, you don't know who's going to score the ball at any given moment or whose night is going to be. And that's one of the best things about this team because at any moment it can be anybody's night. And I think that's going to be hard for teams to guard, And if we can get our defense to where we need it to be, I think we'll be a very dangerous team. But again, like I said earlier, we have to take it one day at a time. Just keep getting better in practice and keep locking in. And I think we'll see the results that we need to see later down the line.
Yeah, I can't say that I see the difference because I wasn't here last year. But as far as the offense, I feel like we have a lot of threats. And, just the coach is giving us the green light, everybody the green light to make their own decisions. So
one thing I've noticed is the ability to grab a rebound, put it on the floor, just take it down and start a break. Seems like
Yeah, you know.
Fun to watch, by the way.
Yeah, you know, a lot of guys are versatile. So, you know, some of the bigs, because you know we go smaller. When we go smaller lineup, some of the fours are able to push it down the court. So, you know, that's kind of to our advantage, you know, when we play these other teams because we have mismatches all the time. So, you know, with that being said, you know, there's always going to be a advantage on the offensive end if we get it on the board and then push it with the big man.
Brad, we didn't have a chance to talk to you really after the California trip, but what was it like for you to be able to go home and see some of your family members? And I think you said it was the first time your dad got to see you play live.
Yeah. It was amazing. It was something that I was really looking forward to this year, was to playing in front of all my family members and my friends, and I had a real fun time. You know, it was goosebumps the first day, but afterwards I got over it. You know, but it was really fun. It was really fun.
And what did it mean to you to have your dad there?
It meant a lot to me. I always wanted my dad to watch me in person play college basketball. You know, that was something that I made. You know, I promised to myself I wanted him to see me play, and you know, I got out there and he seen me, so you know, that's good.
Do you have people kind of here to see you play, or is it just a distance too far?
It's kind of too far. Yeah. I'm pushing for it. Like my dad and my uncle, they're probably gonna make a game, but you know, it's just the time. You know, when they can get out here.
Did you do anything else when you were in California? Did you go home actually, or?
Yeah. I went home. I had to get some Thanksgiving food from my family. They cooked some food, so I went home for Thanksgiving. That's it.
Did you enjoy rebounding a bunch this year?
Oh yeah, of course. I love rebounding. Yeah.
You can see it when you're playing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's one of the things I pride myself on is just rebounding. Yeah, I don't really care if I'm scoring 10 points or if I have 0 points at the end of the game. If I can lead my team in rebounding and show my team I want to give an effort in being one of the best rebounders in this league and in this NCAA league, basically. That's all I really care about, because if you're a good rebounder, then that means it makes everybody else's job a little bit more easier, you know.
What about blocking shots? You had a couple. You seem to surprise people from behind that never worked in all arms. Was it a great weapon?
Oh yeah, shot blocking. My main goal is not to really like block shots. I mean, I really want to alter like a lot of people's shots. I don't really want to make contact with the ball when I block shots, but if it's there, I'll take the opportunity. But if I can alter their shot and just make sure like they don't feel comfortable, like make sure it's a comfortable shot for them, then I mean I'm fine with that. It makes our job a little bit more easier on defense. So.
James, have you guys, as first players with the freedom of movements that refs are really looking at this year, have you changed the way that you defended it all? I know there was a lot of fouls called in the last game, and not as many in the game before that, but has it changed the way that you've done things defensively?
Not necessarily, but you know, every game you just have to just read your scouting report that our coaches give us, because the way you have to guard is different every game. You know, sometimes I may be guarding a 6'8" three-point shooter, you know, that doesn't really like to put the ball on the ground, so that way I could be a little bit more closer to him if he doesn't like to dribble when I close out on him. In one game, I may be just guarding a straight post player who just he doesn't want to be outside on the perimeter. He just wants to be in the post and just trying to get early basket touches. So I mean, every game is different on how I defend, but yeah, last game I had way too many fouls, 4 fouls. I don't think I've had that many fouls all year, so I definitely have to get better in that standpoint. And other than that, I think I'll be fine.
Hey, Trey and James, sorry for that, but just how important was it for you guys to come back against Alabama, play well, get a win, just to kind of get that feeling right against that?
It was really important. You know, we went to Cali and didn't do as well as we thought we would. So, you know, we knew that this was a game that we needed to, you know, win to get back up on our feet, you know. And this game, we knew that it was going to be a big game, and that at the end of the day in March, it was going to be a game that was going to count. So we knew that getting this win would not only help us in the long run, but it knew that it would get our confidence back up from Cali.
How do you feel about the team right now, James?
I feel really good about this team. We have a lot of more work to do, but right now I feel really good about us and where we're heading. Alabama, like Trey said, they're a really good team. They're a way different team from who they were last year when we went to Alabama, and who had us down most of the game, and we came back and won. So I mean, and that team this year that we played is a lot better than last year's team that we played, and to show that like our young guys are able to step up, like J.P. Makura, the way he was dishing the ball and the way he was shooting it. Miles Davis had a terrific game. Matt Stainbrook, even though he got the early foul trouble, the way he played in the second half was amazing and only helped us even more. Everybody was a major contributions for the game, and I feel really good about where this team is headed.
That was kind of the thought on IUPUI. What do you guys kind of want to see from yourselves in that team tomorrow night?
The main focus is defense, stopping the ball early in transition, because they're a team that wants to run. You know, they're small in the backcourt and front, but you know, we can use that as advantage on the offensive side. That's not really our concern. It's really on the defensive side and stopping the ball and basically getting stops and keeping them from scoring the basketball.
James, you look at the schedule, you can see a bunch of really difficult teams coming up. How do you keep this team focused as an older guy on winning this game, Georgia not looking ahead to Missouri, other games coming up?
Just taking it one day at a time and staying humble. One thing I always tell myself is that you can't get too high on wins and you can't get too low on losses. Yeah, we got really low on our losses in Anaheim, but we made a major comeback and getting a win versus Alabama to get ourselves back on our feet. So as long as we stay humble, lock in and practice, and just help each other out, be communicators with each other on the court, I think we'll be fine. Because I think we're a good team too. So I mean, we have a lot of tough games coming up, but I mean, we're a team to be reckoned with too. So as long as we just lock in and stay humble, I think we'll be fine.
You guys do anything special for Coach and his wife?
Not yet. We'll just try and get a win tomorrow. I think that'll be special enough for Coach. We can hold this team under 70 points. I think he'll like that, and that'll be a good present for him, a little Braden coming into the world. So I think that'll be good.
70, a big number for him. Is that something you talked about a lot?
I mean, that's one of our goals, to keep teams below 70, maybe sometimes even 60 points. But I mean, we've given up a lot of points in our last couple games, and that's not who Xavier is. We're a team that prides in our defense more than we do our offense. So if we can just be a major defensive team coming up on Tuesday, tomorrow, I think that'll be very special, and it'll show that this team is very tough mentally and physically, and that we can do what we need to do and to be a special team.
Thanks, guys.
There you
Appreciate
go.
it.
Yeah, it's all good.